pausing, holding. Hey guys.
What's up? I'm Loren.
And I'm Tori.
And we're,
Once
as
again,
always, very curious. Does
anybody care?
God, I hope so.
You know, at this point,
like you and I, whenever we go out, I always know it's going to be a fun time. Whether it's like to the bookstore or to like the club when we used to do the club back in the day.
Yeah.
But I would say like my favorite form of pre-gaming is something that you introduced me to. And it's the shambongs.
It's just so...
describe what the shambong is to the viewer that doesn't know.
So first and foremost, I feel like I need to give credit to the woman who taught me about them. Her name is Caitlin. You know who you are. I love you. She brought them into that group somehow. And I don't remember how she told me, but I don't remember how she like learned about them. So the first time I ever learned about them was like at football tailgates. Shout out anyone who knows my fucking family knows that's
a whole thing.
Huge personality trait. So basically a shambong is a champagne flute turned beer bong. So it's like flute and then it's got
like a little hoop on the end
and it's like a pipe. So you stick your finger
while you pour the champagne in.
Well, yeah.
And then when you're ready to drink it, you literally remove your thumb and it just goes right down the gullet.
Like a beer bong.
Yeah.
But it's out of champagne flute. So it's a shambong. The thing that makes them so fun, like I feel like champagne already goes to the dome so fast.
For
Prosecco,
sure.
fucking choose your fighter.
Yeah.
Already goes to the dome so fast that to shambong it is seriously like injecting it into your veins. Like it's immediately there.
100%.
And for me, bubbly drunk is my favorite. Like Prosecco drunk is my favorite kind of drunk. I love who I am when I'm bubbly drunk. Like I have so much fun. I feel like other people do too, but if you don't, not my problem. Sorry about that. So it just automatically sets the night up for so much fun. And it's so cheap because it's like a normal champagne flute glass. So you can get 4 bongs out of that. Shambongs.
Be very specific.
Yeah. And it does just set a night up so well. You end up having to drink less out. It's fun and most people don't know about them. So they're always like very intrigued.
Yeah.
And most people like it.
No, it's so true. Like it's almost a party trick in it of itself when you pull those out and then you're like, yeah, you guys want to see something cool? And then you just like throw it back. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like we did that one time when we went to Puerto Rico for my birthday.
Yeah, I literally packed them in my suitcase.
Literally. And there was like a collection of different friends that came for that. Like they didn't like all know each other, just friends throughout my life.
Yeah.
And literally the second that we got to the Airbnb, you pulled those out and we were like, all right, we're going to put on a show for y'all.
Party started.
started the trip off like that.
Exactly.
And it was perfect.
It's just so fun. They're easy. You can literally get them on Amazon. Shop Small Business though. I'm sure other places have them too. Not to shout out Jeff Bezos. But no, I feel like that has set us up for a lot of really good. Also in Puerto Rico, did we do those? We did not do those before the boat day, right?
Look, we didn't need any
the boat day
extra for the
7 a.m.
Can we tell that story?
Please.
Okay.
The boat day is one of my favorite days I've ever lived.
No, actually, same. It is top 3 favorite memories of my life.
So I'll let you tell it. Before we get started, we were in Puerto Rico for Loren's 30th birthday. So it was already like max turn up celebration
Vibes
mode.
were extremely
and this was
high.
like day 2. So the group had already kind of like clicked and we were all already like, oh, this is going to be fun. Like we were already like, this is it.
Yes, exactly. So the thing that I was most excited for planning this trip was I booked us a catamaran snorkel day for the second day that we were there. And so I'm sure like if you've been on one of those kind of excursions before, you know, you have to get there super early because they're going to take you out on the boat like immediately, basically when the sun comes out.
It's like 4-hour stints. So you're going in the morning or you're going in the afternoon.
Exactly. So we were on the morning stint and we had to literally wake up at like 5 a.m. So
it was like an hour out.
It was an hour out and they had like a bus that would take you back and forth. So we had to make sure we were there on time for it. So bus ride there, we're all just hella tired, trying to drink some coffee, like just trying to wake our asses up. Fast forward, cut to getting on the boat.
Literally, I was gonna say, don't fast forward very far.
Oh, I'm not. Trust me, it's not that far. Cut to the second we stepped foot on that boat. So there was like a captain and then a few other people that were working on the boat. Immediately, they're all like, "What are you drinking? What are you drinking? What are you drinking?"
Well, they had made painkillers because it was the Caribbean. Painkillers like a huge drink of the Caribbean.
It's basically like a straight up
like
just rum drink.
Yeah, it's pure rum. I can't remember all that goes in it.
It's kind of like a rum Long Island. I would equate it to.
But it's got like a creme in it of some sort. Like so they have a batched. So
they have that ready to go.
painkillers.
And so they were like, "What do you want to drink?" And we're like, what do you have?" And then they were like, "Oh, we have these special drinks for you guys." And they start pouring them up for us.
And a painkiller is the drink of the Caribbean because it's like a Long Island. It's like sleeper cell. You have one and your lips are tingly.
Yeah. Especially on an empty stomach. Because we literally...
Because it was 7 o'clock in the morning.
We're just starting the day. The sun has just risen. Okay?
It was like literally rising.
Yeah. And so they start feeding us these drinks and immediately vibes are getting even higher.
Like we're making friends with the other people on the boat.
Yes.
Like there's like a lot of people, like probably 30-ish.
Exactly. That's a great detail. Like it's not just us. It was a mixed bag of people our age. There was some older people, and then there was also people with their families. Yeah. So like grandma age to like 5 years old age.
Like multi-generational families were on this boat.
So there was kind of like a little mixed bag of everybody on this thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, vibes are high. We're all just sipping on these drinks, kind of chit-chatting. And the first thing that we were doing there was snorkeling. So we get out, we're like snorkeling for a long time, just having a great time, whatever. And then we get back on the boat because they also packed us lunch.
Yep.
So we start like picking at these little sandwiches that they gave us while we start heavily throwing these painkillers back. Because they taste, sidebar, they taste so good. And especially after you've had one, you're just sipping it like water. They're going back
seriously
easy.
Sleeper cell. You do not really taste like the alcohol. And like you said, once you have one, you're drinking juice.
Exactly.
And it's delicious. And I don't even like juice.
Yeah. So now cut to the captain and the whole crew was really vibing with like our party.
Younger. Yeah, they were like
younger.
Our age-ish.
And like, let's be honest, a couple drinks in us and our whole crew, like we're a great time. We're just joking, we're laughing, we're like messing with them, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it gets to a point where some people are still snorkeling, but we're just like holding it down on the boat. And they give us willingly the aux cord.
Wait, pause. So yes, people are still snorkeling. At this point though, when they give us the aux, most people are done snorkeling. So most people
are back on the boat.
All of the families, everyone except for our one friend is back on the boat.
Shout out, Sam.
Shout out, we love you.
She got a sunburn butt that day.
She did, but she saw beautiful things in the ocean and that's what it's all about. So most people are back on the boat.
Yes.
So
and they give us the aux cord. Take a guess. What's the first song that we put on this boat that's blaring at this point?
It's 2021. Correct answer?
Bia.
Whole lot of money. The
It's
Nicki
a whole
remix.
lot of money.
I put on my jewels just to suck off. And we're like screaming. Like we're like having the most fun ever.
I can't express to you how loud they have this music turned up. We're on a party boat now. Like it has turned into a full-blown party boat. All of us are dancing around, singing.
Yeah.
There's some twerking going on.
It's like full, everyone's up. Like everyone on that, like, because it was like us and the people we had met that were like age.
That were partying. And then there was literally the family, the multi-general family, that
like
generation family that's like in the corner. And they're all like, you can tell they're starting to feel a little uncomfortable. Although we were completely oblivious
no idea of their
to
existence.
it. Completely oblivious to it. And then all of a sudden they turn on Baby Shark. He's because the little kid, you can like they could
the parents
see
are
the
now
vibes.
pissed. Which sure.
Valid.
If I brought my children on this boat and then now I had to explain anything from the song Whole Lot of Money or Ass Shakes, I too would be a little peeved. I wanted to look at fucking clownfish, not this. And now I'm watching these girls twerk their asses off. Almost blackout drunk.
At 10 a.m.
Maybe
It was
10
like 12 at that point.
Maybe. Yeah. That's like
Just the best day ever.
I have so many good pictures from
Yes.
that day.
The vibes could not have been higher.
Truly.
Is all I have to say.
Yeah, I agree.
It was so much fun.
Yeah, it was just, like we said, one of my favorite times I've ever partied. Like, one of my favorite party
Literally.
times. And again, I'm sorry to those parents. At least it wasn't just us, you know? Like, it was like all the younger people. There were like probably 10 of us.
It was like, I would say majority of people were on our level.
For sure.
But anyway, yeah.
Great
Just
time.
one of my all-time favorite memories.
I agree.
And with the most beautiful backdrop ever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You
Like,
know how I feel about Caribbean water. Yeah.
just couldn't beat it.
I agree.
But we've honestly had so many fun nights out, dude. Like,
We've had, like, what do you think is the next one that rivals that? Like, I feel like the Halloween, the Wayne Vet TV Halloween was a pretty good night.
I really hope we're obviously going to talk about this, and I really hope that there's somebody out there that sees this that knows the episode, whatever episode of Vet TV we're on,
No, do
and
you
sends
want
it to us.
to come in contact with somebody who's watched that video?
The only reason is because I want to see the video. I've
So-
tried to find it so many times.
I know. I've tried to find Vet TV. So here's okay. We go out in the domain. It's like we had just gotten off work, I think.
Yeah, and it's Halloween, by the way.
It's
Halloween
it's like the night before Halloween because
Yeah.
we went out both nights. And so I had friends that had just come into town that were like, we got off and they had just gotten into town. And the people we worked with, like, we all went out to the domain. We had fun. We were drinking.
And this was also one of our best like couple Halloween
For sure.
costumes that we've
Absolutely.
ever done in our life. We did Wayne's World.
Yeah.
And honestly, we crushed it.
Crushed.
Like we
So-
looked so good.
We crushed. She was Wayne. I was Garth. We crushed it so much that these two guys. It gave legit film crew. Like they had the.
They
boom
had a
mic.
real camera.
They had a real like TV
Big
like
ass
producer
camera.
like reality producer camera.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Hey, we love y'all's costumes.
Can we interview or like can we ask you some
interview
questions?
you?" Yeah. And we're like, mind you, y'all know our lore. We've been trying to make TV forever. So we're like, this is our big break. Absolutely.
And also, mind you, like we've definitely had a few drinks at this
Yeah.
at this like time, and we're really just like bouncing around, vibing. Like
Yeah.
we're feeling great. We're like energy could
People
not
are
be
loving
higher.
our costume. Like
Yeah.
we are truly having a great night.
Yeah.
I don't remember a single question they asked us.
But I do know we answered all of them in character.
Forgot about that.
I had a blow up plastic guitar, and there was multiple
I-
times where I was like strumming it, bro.
And I would do the Garth face where he's like,
And we were doing this a lot too, for sure. A lot. Literally.
so they're like, thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is great.
I'll also say we talked to them for like at least 40 minutes.
We talked to them for a while. So then,
Yeah.
like the night they leave, we're like, we're about to get so famous. People are gonna love this. And then they're like, it's on Vet TV. You can find it. And we're like, okay, cool. So I don't know if you remember this, but we
I
all
remember.
were hanging out in the parking lot, and they like ran into us again.
Yes.
And like kept talking about what this really was.
Yeah.
So we didn't record, but we were all just
talked
like
to them
hanging out
again
in the
for a
parking lot
while.
forever.
Yeah.
And they're like, again, you can find us on Vet TV, whatever. So Loren and I go like a couple days later. We're like, oh yeah, did you ever like look it up? And we're like, no, it was like pre QR code. So we never found it. We tried to go find Vet TV.
Well, and
It was like behind a paywall.
Exactly. So we found it. We did find it. But the problem was it was behind a paywall. And like the videos, like the
That you
things
could
that we
see.
could see, it literally almost looks like a softcore like porn website. Definitely not, but that was like the quality of
It was
video
definitely like
gave.
women.
And it was
in the videos.
Yeah,
only.
it just seemed like a weird, icky kind of thing, and not at all what we were expecting it to be.
Yeah.
And so to this day, we don't know if they've
We've
used the
never
footage.
seen.
We don't know where that footage is. We were never consulted if it was okay to use the footage if it is.
Yeah.
So I beg of you, if anybody is out there.
If you recognize us from a Vet TV
Here, let's do
video
the face.
from 5 years ago,
You recognize this face?
Please let us know.
Please DM.
Please
DM
let
us
us know.
immediately.
Because it does haunt us.
Dude, honestly, we've had so many good Halloween nights though. Like, do you remember the one where one of your old friends came to visit? And we were all on, it was like a rooftop bar.
Yeah.
And the thing was, she was wearing a literal like jumpsuit.
She was 21 Savage when he got arrested.
Yeah. So she was like in the the orange jumpsuit.
Yeah.
And I think at that point in the night, she was just like on
Crossfaded.
one.
She could never get crossfaded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I look over and she's literally fainting.
Yeah,
on
she,
the
like
in
I
the
was sitting
bar.
next to her and she fell and I like just happened to catch her.
Yeah.
I think it was Shakespeare's. I can't remember
was
anymore,
one of
but it
the
was the bar
Dirty
on the
Six.
corner. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
on Dirty and it was on
Yeah.
the corner. Yeah, and she like fell into me and I just remember like me and like one of the boyfriends had to like we were like literally carrying her down.
So crazy.
Yeah, that night started with the Adios Motherfuckers. That was at Shakespeare's because that's like it has the upstairs and like the weird outside.
Yeah,
and we
yeah.
had a lot.
Oh,
of
and
AMS.
Adios, she did.
Dude, yiggity yagged. But I feel like, and I know you get this, like a lot of times when we go out in a bigger group of people, because you and I can hold our liquor so much better, we end up babysitting a lot more or we're the ones that's making sure we're safe and we're fine.
Yeah.
And like very rarely do like, if anyone goes wayward, very rarely, like I think never has it been us.
Not out. No,
Yeah,
for sure. But that's the thing.
For sure,
too.
yeah.
But that's the thing too is that really was very much, I think, a thing of our past. It like it hasn't been like that for years.
Well, we don't. Yeah,
and years
we don't go
for
out like that
us,
anymore.
for sure.
Yeah.
But like when it was that small blip of time where we were like both doing that, 100%. Like,
Yeah.
we were almost like the caretakers of the group.
For sure. Yeah.
Yet we really shouldn't have been.
For
you know?
sure.
But that's for sure how it always worked out. Okay, so my last one for Halloween though, which was probably my favorite costume that we've ever done, which is saying something because we've had a lot of good ones.
For sure.
Was when we did Bridesmaids.
I agree. I was Megan and I had wanted, like, that's one of my all-time favorite characters. I memorized her whole spiel that she gives, like, fell down a cruise ship, like, hit a lot of railing, broke a lot of shit. I memorized that whole monologue in high school and used to recite it as a personality. And it had been like my dream to have a group of friends to do this.
Yeah.
So I agree. Like you, me, and Sam, I feel like we all just crushed the
We
roles.
the way that we embodied each of those characters was insane. But Tori, you were absolute top tier. Like,
Hey, not Air Marshal John. You want to get back in that restroom and not rest?
1-to-1, a perfect.
It's because it meant so
costume.
much to me. Like the character of Megan in Bridesmaids, Melissa McCarthy, shout out, means so much to me. Like truly, it sounds so ridiculous, but
No,
it
it's
really
so-
does, and you can tell that it
You
shines
really
through.
can.
Like I even had her rap. Like 'cause
No,
she has her
literally.
rap.
When I say not only was like every single piece of clothing, every prop was to the T exactly from the movie, but for whatever reason it was like you almost got the exact like facial expressions
I
that
had
she
been
does.
practicing that. That came out when I was a freshman in high school, and I had been practicing that for sure.
Yes.
Because like, especially like that airplane scene. That is the whole reason why I wanted to get into film, because I
Yeah.
remember the like when he's like Air Marshal John is like, I'm an air marshal, and the whole theater erupted in a way I had
Yes.
never heard before, and I was like, I have to do this. I want to evoke this in people.
Yeah.
And from that moment on, it's just been the most important character to me.
Yeah.
Honestly, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so I
just
was like,
that
I'm doing
movie
this
in
justice.
general, like I feel like that is one of the only movies that I've seen that has all of these like women that are at the forefront. The story is very interesting
Yeah.
and hilarious. It put all of these new, like at the time, Melissa
was-
McCarthy wasn't even that big. Like for
No, that was
comedy,
her biggest role
for
besides
comedy,
Gilmore Girls.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like Gilmore
Yeah.
Girls, yes, but for comedy,
But
that
that
was
was a
her
CW
first
show.
thing.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
like just of its time, it was huge
Yeah.
for what it was.
Yeah.
And
it was
I really,
nominated for an Oscar for best screenplay, which is crazy. That's so rare for comedies,
Yeah.
especially written by a woman.
exactly. And I think the craziest part about it is it still holds up to a T.
Oh,
now.
for sure.
Like there's nothing about it that's like, oh, that was just funny of the time, or like, ooh, that didn't age well, or anything like that. Like, no, it is still an absolute masterpiece.
Absolutely.
And I've watched it. I know both of us have watched it a million times, not exaggerating.
No, literally.
And I laugh my
just watched
ass
it the other
off
day.
every single
Same.
time still.
Like it's the first time.
Dude, even years later, we're
Yeah.
still finding parts that we're like, oh, that's actually so funny with the
Yeah.
Kapkumka.
Yeah.
Like we literally
Kapkumka.
didn't, like that's just clicked for us a few months ago how actually funny that shit is.
Yeah.
You know?
It just.
Like we got the reference
stands
finally.
the
It's
test of
just,
time.
it really does.
Yeah,
It's
'cause,
almost
like-
like a good, sorry, it's almost like a really good song where you can listen to it
Oh,
a
for
million
sure.
times and
You
you're
get
always
something
going to get
different.
something new out of it. That is what that movie is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.